is on the uneven disbursement of ₦500 billion loan to the 6 geopolitical zones by the Development Bank of Nigeria. Mr. President and my colleagues, this motion was moved by Sani in the 9th Senate, and an ad hoc committee was set up. And we started work, and this morning I understand that the work was completed and report presented. But I have not seen the report. I have not signed on to the report. So, it is now the decision, of the Senate President and my colleagues whether to go on to move this motion or to stand it down. So since the JSP is already saying it's a new motion, and the reason, Mr. President, why I emphasize on this motion is because it is very, very important. There is the need in whatever we do to have a national outlook and balance. So if, by your leave, I'll continue with the motion, because this is a new Senate, then I'll present the motion.
As distinguished Senator Ndume, as much as I want to agree with you, I think I would rather go by the submission of the ad hoc committee report to this Senate. We should start from there, not to debate all over, because there is continuity in governance. Let us get the, I would rather want Adiola Solomon Ademilaku
to give further information from what I'm hearing. The chairman of that ad hoc committee that sat on this particular motion is here. He's Senator Sani Musa. And he informed me just now that he has presented the report and the report has been adopted. And what that simply means is, a question we should ask is, have they forwarded the resolution of this Senate to the executive? If it has been forwarded, then further legislative work to be done is for us to investigate what is the status with that particular resolution as passed by the Senate. And if it has not, that means it's an entirely new motion, new report that needs to be prepared and forwarded to the Senate.
Of which I was a member, just told me that I signed on to the committee. I signed on to interim report, not complete report. It was an interim report, and the records are there. So, interim report is not a report.
You cannot shave a man's head behind his back. And the chairman of the committee we are talking about is right here. Thank God that is among those who came back to the Senate. Let the chairman say a word to the Senate. Please, chairman, lead us.
Sani Musa, representing Niger East. Your Excellency, we submitted a report after consultation with all the agencies. We had submissions from almost about 8 agencies. Such agencies like Bank of Industry, Nigerian Development Bank, Minister of Finance, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, SMEDEN, and some other agencies that are involved in this either palliative or grants. So, and when we were deliberating, we included almost every senator from each geopolitical zone. And we have been having that meeting, of which the chief whip have attended that meeting about twice. But the meeting continued. And if you will recall, the time we were about to submit the reports, the chief whip, I called you, you were in Maiduguri. And when they submitted the signature sheet to me for that report, you signed the report. Like any other, it was the only report I have seen that all the members of that committee signed. So I'm surprised that we have not seen it. But he has signed it, and it's a document. It's a document. You will see it, and it's not interim document. It is a report, final report, and it has been adopted. It was debated here and passed and adopted. Thank you, Mr. President.
No point. I'm raising point of
a point of order. Go on.
Any senator may rise at any time to speak upon a matter of privilege suddenly arising, and shall be prepared to move without notice a motion declaring that the contempt or breach of the privilege has been committed, or referring to the matter to the Committee on Ethics and Privilege. But if the matter is raised in Committee of the Whole, the chairman shall leave the chair to report progress. Mr. President, are you with me? Mr. President.
I'm with you.
Thank you. This, Abaribe. Before I make the explanation on this privilege, Mr. President, this motion was not personal. In fact, when I moved the motion and the ad hoc committee was set up and my name was included, I told the Senate President then that it would morally not be fair for me to be on the committee because I'm the mover of the motion. But they said I have to be on the motion. I have to be on the committee. And whenever they call the meeting, as he said, it's either I'm not here, I don't want to say whether it's deliberate or not, it doesn't matter. But as my privilege, up to now, I swear to God, I'm not supposed to even do that. I've not seen the report. I'm a senator. I moved the motion because I have my reason. My people are shortchanged. This is a serious matter. 500 billion was distributed and the other geopolitical zones got only 11%. My own region got only 1%. It's not a laughing matter. It's a serious matter that needs to be addressed. So when you say you have submitted the report and you ambush people to submit the report only when those are interested are not there. He asked me to sign on to an interim report. I still repeat, I'm not a small boy. You should have given me the report. I have not seen the report. It's a privilege of mine. What are you talking about? I have not seen the report. And the report was so-called said at the tail end of our tenure. We are new this thing. And this is a very serious matter.
Distinguished Senator, I lead the President is hearing you.
You can't raise point of order and point of order. There is what? Yes. Please.
Please sit down. I can imagine the passion, and this is where the 10th Senate comes in. We are almost like a corrective. We are a corrective Senate. We want to make sure that things that you felt you were not satisfied about are corrected. And what you are saying was an anomaly. But you see, on this issue today, the Senate President has already ruled on it. And when the matter is stepped down, it does not mean it cannot resurface. So I want to refer you to Order 63. Distinguished colleague, please read Order 63. The Deputy Senate President, please go through Order 63. Read it out. Now, if you want me to read, I will go ahead. The President of the Senate in the Senate and the chairman in any committee shall be responsible for the observance of the rules of order in the Senate and the committee respectively, and their decision upon any point of order shall not be open to appeal and shall not be reviewed by the Senate except upon a substantive motion after notice. Since I've ruled on it, if you want to repeal, you must come with a substantive motion. This issue is rested. Leader of the Senate.